Rent-a-Girlfriend, one of the big hitters of 2020 even though the anime was below than mid. It introduced us to the biggest simp in anime history and one of the best waifus at that time. And this current season, it's getting its second season. The cringe fest ain't stopping now. You all know the plot of Rent-a-Girlfriend. The worst MC in history, Kazuya, pretended that Chizuru Mizuhara was his real girlfriend to both of their grandmothers even though she was only a rental. So now, they have to pretend to be dating to everyone around them because guess what? They're also neighbors and go to the same college. Because of course they do. So as a manga reader of Rent-a-Girlfriend, let me tell you how the story and characters have progressed so far. Nothing has happened. Yeah, fucking nothing. After 27 volumes and 200 chapters, nothing has happened. That's right, it's a complete waste of time to read this manga anymore. At this point, it's a curse. I don't like reading Rent-a-Girlfriend, but I'm so deep into it now that I have to see it to its end. But the author has other plans and just won't let it die. Just please, let it die already. This is the most dragged out shit I have ever read. But in the recent chapters, something interesting is happening. Are we near the end? Fuck no. I'm sure the author has many more ways to drag this out more. Give it 100 to 200 more chapters. The author is milking this manga out as much as possible. I mean, Rent-a-Girlfriend is getting that bread. With a new season of the anime, a live-action TV show, merchandise, and of course, figures. Hell, I even own one of them. But all things must die, and Rent-a-Girlfriend is definitely one of them. Alright, so let me catch you up on some things. This is generally what happens, and I'm only going to talk about the important shit. So, Chizuru's main passion is to become an actress. So she's been doing some roles and plays here and there. Hopefully to one day have her be seen by her grandmother in a movie. But Chizuru's grandmother starts to become sick and eventually nearing death. Then Kazuya finally does some protagonist-worthy shit and decided to fund and make a movie with Chizuru as the lead actress so that her grandmother can still be able to watch her. Long story short, with the help of a fundraiser and the college theater club, they eventually finished the movie. But Chizuru's grandmother was literally about to die, probably all from the cringe. So, during her final moments, as Chizuru is beside her, Kazuya bursts into the hospital room and decides to play the movie, fulfilling both of their wishes. So, of course, with her grandmother's passing, Chizuru is obviously sad. Kazuya then decides to take her on a cheer-up date as a rental, of course. During this date though, Chizuru pretends to be her normal self and pretends to have fun, but Kazuya was having none of that shit and wants her to open up. So he says a few inspirational and touching words, and finally Chizuru opens up and bursts into tears. She cried for 12 pages. Half of chapter 164 is just Chizuru crying. Right then and there is what I think is the best moment of Rent-a-Girlfriend. A few chapters or so after that, you probably expect a confession or at least some character development, right? Well, no. Everyone goes back the exact fucking same. Then the next relevant arc is 24 chapters later, with the Girlfriend and Paradise arc, which was about 43 chapters. This is one long and dragged out arc, but something very important happens. Well, two things actually. One is the infamous meme where Kazuya pretty much NTRs himself, and the other one is when in the verge of getting caught as a rental girlfriend by Mommy's evil scheme, Kazuya and Chizuru try to prove to everyone that they are a real couple. Kazuya does a sincere and heartful confession. Chizuru decides to kiss Kazuya, and that's right, going all French, and says that she is Kazuya's real girlfriend. So, is Chizuru Kazuya's girlfriend now? Still, no. Let me explain why. This happens in the recent chapters. Chizuru, being the anime girl that she is, doesn't know what the feelings she has towards Kazuya are. She isn't really sure if it's love, and then proceeds to tell him that he loves Chizuru Mizuhara, obviously stating that Kazuya only loves the rental girlfriend persona that she puts on and not the real her, Chizuru Ichinose. So, their current relationship is in what they call the investigation phase or whatever. Basically, Chizuru is trying to understand what kind of feelings she has while Kazuya waits for an answer. That's where we are in the manga right now. So, to answer the title of this video, is something finally happening? Well, sort of, yes. Their relationship did develop, as well as to a point Chizuru, but Kazuya himself did not. He still is the massive simp that panics and overreacts to everything that acts like a child. In the previous arcs, especially the movie one, he definitely tried his best. That's probably the best Kazuya we will ever get. But now, in the recent chapters, he really hasn't changed at all. He still is the same character all the way from chapter 1. In the end, there's a chance the series could end soon, but knowing the author likes to drag out shit, I could easily see more chapters. I also did not talk about the other girls much, not that I hate them, but because they're pretty much irrelevant to the story. Mommy is the antagonist that's only there for convenience's sake, just to have an antagonist. We do get some backstory on her, which I did really like, but knowing the series for a while, that will mostly be forgotten. Ruka is just there to get in the way of Chizuru and Kazuya, further delaying their eventual relationship. Sumi was done dirty and hasn't appeared in like 100 chapters or so, and their spin-off manga is on hiatus. Lastly, Yaemori just recently came back and was actually a big help to Kazuya. She's one of my favorite characters in the series, but I feel like she's only there just to help Kazuya, and for a few comedic lines. We don't really know much about her, either that or I forgot. The author really does a creative way of dragging this shit show for so long. I mean, this manga started in 2017, it's been 5 years, and I don't see it ending anytime soon. So my advice to you is read this doujinshi parody series of Rent a Girlfriend, which is so much better. Here are the codes. If this video gets 2 likes, I'll make a video about them.